feel like I lost the intro song. Why is it different? This is where it usually is. I somehow lost the fucking intro song. God damn it.
What?
Yeah, it's usually right there. I switched them, that's why.
Oh.
Silly me.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This week on Humpcast, we are back with the boys as we talk about a new Hawkeye in the MCU. Apple Plus is coming out strong, it seems, with a new Jason Momoa series. And if Batman could give Batman advice, what would it be? You're listening to Humpcast. Hit it already! Welcome to Humpcast, everybody. The show where a couple of buds get buzzed and don't have to worry about others stealing the spotlight, because this week it's gonna be a boys' night.
Ayo.
Ladies on the floor!
Just boys. All right. I don't even know if this. I've never heard the song.
What is this? Oh,
It's boys' night, bro.
with Bruce Willis?
With boys' night. Yeah, boy dance party. It's a classic. It's a classic. We're gonna keep. We're not gonna get pulled for boys' dance party. Thank you. My name is Garrett Lee,
I'm Ryan D.
and today it is gonna be just us. But we start off every episode with an alcoholic beverage of some sort. Today is no different, and for the first time in a long time, we're drinking different shit.
Yes, I brought my own booze today.
And I was very astonished by that.
Yeah.
So, first we'll start with you, Ryan. What the fuck are you drinking, bro?
I've been on a... Well, I bought this bottle of Jameson for a little party we threw, or my sister threw, and then... yeah, they drank like half of it, but I still have this bottle of Jameson.
Those assholes.
But I've been on a Jameson and ginger ale kick lately, so that's what I'm drinking right now.
Oh, okay. It's been a while since I had some nice Jameson and ginger ale, to be honest. I am rocking... Well, I'm actually trying to not drink beer for right now, just because I'm not trying to, like, blow it up, I guess.
Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of beer.
Yeah, I got some good beers, too. Last week, I went to Craft Beer Kings, and I got a bunch of, like, really cool hazy IPAs and stuff, but I've been drinking them sparingly, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Just because I have an event this Thursday. I'm trying not to be at my bloatiest.
What do you mean you have an event?
Well, I'm going out with a lady friend.
Oh, okay. That's an event?
Well, it's the event itself is going to be like a tequila tasting, actually.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm going to be going to a tequila tasting this Thursday.
So you're trying to trying not to look fat for you.
I'm trying to not look fat. Thank you, bro. Trying to slim down not as much as I can.
Aren't you a little nervous bringing the new person around your parents already?
No, yes and no. Mostly no. Just because it's like, I feel like if they don't fit in, like they don't get, then I'm like,
well, yeah.
fuck it.
But
I'd rather know now than go a month in and be like, well, I hate your family, or vice versa.
well, sure.
Also, I mean, it's just like, I'm one of those people now where it's like, I'm kind of done just dating randos.
Really? So you're
dating being the operative word there.
Okay. Okay. So you want this one to stay static a little bit?
I want to know as soon as I can how well this chick can hang, and obviously we are very particular. No, what's the word I'm looking for? We're very unique people.
Sure.
We are very unique people. My circle of friends and family that I choose to be around.
Yes.
And so I'm like, if you can't fucking hang, you can't hang, bro. Like, that was one thing that happened with not my previous ex, but the one before that, where it's like,
yeah,
she didn't get along with them. They didn't get along. You and them didn't get along with her. And it's like, this is not something I want to deal with. So I don't want to get months in and be like, well, guess that didn't work out.
Yeah. I hear that.
It's kind of a fucking sink or swim type of thing. And it's not going to be, this is the thing, it's going to be a tequila tasting. So it's a big event, a lot of stuff going on.
Which means there's plenty of opportunity for your mom to get hammered and say something weird.
I thought about that. Yeah, I did. I'm gonna tell him ahead of time. She might be listening to this basically as soon as tomorrow before I get to tell her. But I'm just like, can you just limit the amount of shit that you bring up?
I love your mom though.
Please. I love my mom. Yes, absolutely. But you know exactly how she gets.
I know. My mom's the same way. That's why I can't I don't know. I love my mom, but it's like when you're in the dating world too, especially, it's like my mom can make things really fucking awkward really fast.
Yeah. All I need is my mom to be like, "Oh my baby, yeah. Let me tell you about this time."
Right. Yeah. You know he pissed his pants at my wedding. Like, oh, okay, mom.
I didn't know that actually.
I peed my pants at my parents' wedding.
Well, I mean, how old were you?
I was like 8.
You're like, I was 20.
I was 18. No, I was like 7 or 8. I was the ring bearer in their wedding, and
you and then after the flower girl left a trail of flowers, you left a trail of piss.
No, it was at the reception, so it wasn't at the actual ceremony. But it was my first time wearing slacks, and
my dick's so free, you can just pee everywhere.
No, and so my mom was the one who dressed me, and I didn't realize that when I went to the bathroom for the first time by myself. That I I didn't know how the fuck to undo the pants.
How the fuck do I get out of this?
I had no idea how to undo the pants. There was a clip thing, and I had no fucking clue. So I peed my pants because I had to pee so bad and I couldn't get my pants off.
Also, I'm kind of want to show off my Slytherin cup. I've been getting a lot of compliments on this cup, to be honest. I didn't notice so many of my friends and acquaintances were all Slytherins or fans of Slytherin House. So shout out.
I think I'm a Slytherin.
Did you ever take the test online?
I did, and I think I got Slytherin.
No, okay. I knew.
No, wait, no, I got Ravenclaw.
Oh, okay. So you can be on the cusp, obviously. But I knew ahead of time before I even took that test. I was like, well,
Ravenclaw's kind of the unsung heroes in all those books.
Well, everyone can say that. They all have their strong points. The thing is that, like, one misconception is that all Slytherins are evil. They're not. They have strong senses of ambition and willpower, etc. Ravenclaws are supposed to be smart.
Don't talk about that when you have that girl over.
Again, I'm actually doing. Here's the weirdest part. I'm being as much of a version of myself as I can be because I just need to be. I don't like putting on a show in front of people that I actually enjoy being around, because I'm like, if you don't actually like me for being me, which is also me being weird because I'm like, you actually like being around me, which is fucking weird in the first place. But
you're telling me,
yeah, right. When people actually like being around me, I'm astonished, and so yeah,
that's good, man.
Yeah, so fuck it. We haven't talked about Harry Potter shit yet, but maybe we will, especially with my mom around there.
Oh God, your mom will make it take it to a whole other level.
Mm-hmm.
So we both saw It Chapter 2.
Yes, so that was really cool this past weekend. It came out, of course, number 1. Spoiler alert for the box office segment, and we saw it separately though. When did you catch it?
I saw it Saturday morning.
I saw it Saturday night.
Okay, so I had a podcast to be at like 3:00, so I saw it like Saturday at like noon.
Mm-hmm.
So that's morning for me.
Same.
So Steve,
like
Rogers and I went. Steve,
Captain.
Yeah, Captain. And I thought I was doing well the whole movie, and I.
What do you mean well?
Because I jump scares get me pretty bad. So like, so the first time I saw the movie.
So can you see them coming or no?
Yes, of course. But like, so like I'm.
But you're one of those people that'll take it. Like,
yeah.
I know it's coming, but it's, where is it?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Yeah. So like, like when they're coming, I tense up real bad in my seat, and I kind of like
hug yourself.
Yes.
All right.
And I can feel it coming, and it's like there's a moment in the movie, and I'm trying not to get into any spoilers, where they kind of have to remember things or something like that.
Remember.
So, but like there's
yeah.
So there's a pattern in that. There's a pattern in that storytelling of like. Every single person is going to go through some sort of traumatic experience. Yeah. So every time they cut to a different character, I'm like, okay, I know we're about to get the shit scared out of us, like at this moment. Yeah. And it's funny because the one you would think the least of that got me good.
Which one? Because the character's the character.
Okay, the one with Bill Hader when he's at the park.
That got you? Okay. I'm trying to remember which exact part. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That got me too.
Oh my god! And
Because I saw it coming.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
I didn't know what it was gonna be. I had no idea.
And I was like, oh god.
But like the one that's in the trailer wasn't like it's scary.
Well, it's not what's in the trailer is not what happened.
Right.
Not what we're
right.
talking
I know,
about.
but I was kind of anticipating that, especially because I watched the video about like what happens in the book and stuff like that.
Oh, I try not to do that.
So,
if I love books so much that like, if I know there's a movie coming out, I'm one of those people that will not read the book until after I've seen the movie. If I already have.
I didn't really mean to. I just watched this video. It's like a trailer breakdown.
Yeah.
But they also talked about a lot of stuff that was in the book, and so a lot of them got me pretty good. But when I watched the first movie, I was pretty buzzed, so
yeah.
Everything made me scream, like like audibly. Like
have you gone to like a Hollywood Horror Nights or anything?
Yes.
Drunk?
And every fucking time I yell, like, and I just go, god damn it! And it's like I always have a good time, like it's fun, like, and I always know that like right around like and now I'm less nervous when I go to those Horror Nights things.
Yeah.
But I mean they used to scare the shit out of me so much, but like. So watching It Chapter 2, it's just this one. I'm like, I was getting through. I mean, we're like halfway through, and all the other jump scares I've been prepared for, and then like, you know what it was? I had just gotten my pizza and drink.
Yeah.
So like, I got hungry midway through. So like, I went and I ordered a pizza. And I came back in the theater, got my soda, and I'm sitting there, and I had to wait for them to make my pizza. So then I had to go back out and get it. So I had just gotten my pizza. So I'm like sitting down.
You have A-list still or no?
No, I have to. I have to renew it.
Because I was like. I don't remember if you can order them from your phone and have them bring it to you, or if it's just
no. You can order them ahead of time and pick them up.
Okay, because I know certain places to let you do that too, where you can just order them. And
some
then
AMCs do have the
them
delivery. Some of them do, not all of them though. So So I went back, got my pizza, and I had just gotten my pizza, so that's when that scene was playing. So that's why I didn't have time to, like, physically prepare myself for it. So then when that shit happened, I was like midway through my pizza, and I went, no!
And I knew it was coming too.
Yeah.
Like, don't do it.
Like,
don't you do it.
And I was so embarrassed right after that because like no one in my row made a sound, and I was
really?
Like, yes. I was the only one that went.
That's weird. Wait, what? Oh, you said like noon?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was a sold out movie.
Yeah, that's so weird.
No one in my row.
No, there was tons of people screaming in my
no
screening.
One. No, maybe probably behind. But we got our tickets late, so we were like second row. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, man. It was and so like Steve and his friend Barte were both just fucking laughing at me because. I was the only one in the row audibly.
Okay, so but were there other parts of the movie where other people were screaming?
Yeah, everyone was screaming the whole time, but you can hear them in the whole theater.
Yeah.
But like no one that I was sitting around.
I would say that's probably the one that got me the most. In all honesty, is the Bill Hader one.
It was fucking scary. Like
yeah,
that was so unexpected to me. That one.
Yeah. I get you.
Because it didn't really lead up to like you know what I mean?
You're like,
the rest
oh
of them
shit.
The rest of them had a build, and that one just fucking happened.
Well, this one was just like, oh no, and then it happened.
Yeah.
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 Because you saw the sign that something was about to happen, and then you're like, and then it's happening. But yeah, no, I thought okay. So as far as the actual movie itself goes, really fucking cool. I enjoyed it. It is interesting because it's one of those things where it's like it's really long, and you kind of felt how long it was, except. If I were watching this at home, I would want it to be longer, in all honesty.
Okay.
Because of the fact that there's certain parts I'm like, I kind of wish they delved into a little bit of this more. And that's one of the biggest things I think that is an issue with adapting a book to a movie, is that there's so much in the book that you try and hit on, but each time you hit on something from the book, it's going to give you questions. Like, oh, I wish you had more time to spend. Even stuff that's not in the book. Like, for instance, and this is not a spoiler at all, but you get to see the adult Losers Club, which is, cool. But I kind of wish they spent more time on them away from Derry. Like, in their lives, who they became.
Sure.
Like, you get that tiny bit for each one of them. And you're like, all right, you kind of understand a little bit, a snippet.
I'm
the
opposite.
I want to see more of it.
I'm the opposite though. I kind of enjoyed the way it kind of it just.
You think it was a good amount?
It was like they didn't spend too much time on that because they know where you want to go with the story. They want you.
Give me the clown.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, it was like,
Stop it.
sorry. It was like real fast paced right at the beginning a little bit, just to kind of get them all back together.
Yeah.
And I don't know, fucking just read it like for all those movies, like even in chapter 1, just right from the jump, it's like, well, that's how I guess that's how the book is too, but it's the whole thing with Georgie and all that shit, like,
which I loved, and I don't know if the audience can hear that, but they're doing construction.
What the fuck is that? Oh, is that what I've been hearing?
Yeah, they're doing construction in my house.
Oh, okay.
That whole back thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why they they don't have like a schedule. I didn't. It's not my thing to. I didn't assign them or whatever the fuck, but like they just show up randomly sometimes. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I guess you're doing stuff. Cool.
Right.
So yeah, right now it's at 8 p.m. at night, but they're doing something.
Yeah.
Cool.
Contractors are weird.
But yeah, no, I was talking to somebody about this where they were like, I liked it, but not as much as the first one, and I'm like, well, it's kind of a difficult thing because it's an extremely different movie than the first one.
Well, you kind of have to look at it as the same movie. If like, it's not necessarily what.
Go. I mean, say your point, but I think you kind of can't.
Well, because there's that jump in the book. It's 27 years later or whatever.
Yeah.
It's all the same story. It's just that there's one part where they're kids and there's one part when they're adults, and it's like.
But it's a very different story.
Yeah, I guess so, but it's also like because it's the way I think about it is like because it's all one book, and even when they did the miniseries, they just did it in 2 parts.
Which I saw. I think I saw it as one thing. So like, it was
and that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So like, even though it was 2 parts, they would do a double feature type thing. You know what I mean? So when it aired originally, like it was a 2-part
thing.
Yeah, 2-part thing.
The story and the movies both have different things. You can basically put them in a nutshell as obviously they're both horror-y.
Yes.
But the first one's very much a coming-of-age type of story.
Sure.
Versus the second one is much more about past traumas.
Yes.
So it's different.
Very, very blatant about.
Yeah, very blatant, but extremely different. So like, let's just say they're different characters, even.
Yeah.
It's an entirely different story. It's almost as if different people are dealing with the same villain. Because that's exactly what it is. It's I guess kids. I don't know how old they were in the first one or are supposed to be, but like I want to say
they're supposed to be like 12.
12, yeah, 12-year-olds coming of age type of shit, and then 27 years later, you have these adults who are completely different as far as what they have to deal with, not their personalities.
Yeah.
So the characters have the same
characters
personalities.
were the same. Yeah, that's what was so good. That's what
I think the casting was amazing.
Casting was so perfect.
Yeah, I loved it. Bill Hader, I couldn't get enough of him.
Yeah, me neither.
Fucking loved it.
He was so good. And then like the guy that played the kid with asthma. Was fucking perfect too.
Yeah, I like that guy.
And their whole bickering like it was when they were kids.
I loved it.
It's just the fucking best.
And I love the kid too. The kid he was actually the kid from Shazam. I liked him better in it than Shazam.
Yeah.
I like the actor,
Yeah.
the kid. But yeah, super fun. If you haven't checked it out, you're interested at all, definitely check it out. Be sure you go to the bathroom first because that's the first thing I did and the first thing I did after.
Pretty long movie. Yeah.
And it does have some slow moments, I'll be honest. But you kind of have to. It's not Endgame where
it
it's
has
like
some lulls. But like this is it was a huge movie, so like everyone wanted to see this because of how big the first one was, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
which it opened up to the second highest box office weekend for a horror movie.
What was first?
Chapter 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Like it owns spot 1, spot 2.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's fair, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you know what I mean? Like, this is like the Avengers of horror movies.
Kinda. I will definitely say it's very good. One of my main complaints, which is not much of a complaint, I guess. It's I didn't feel very terrified. More like it was more dread than anything. It wasn't extremely frightening.
Sure.
To me,
I understand that. I get that.
it was just like, oh,
I
fuck.
get that, but
creepy.
But yeah. But I think that's because of the, the whole thing of like you can't. That's what I was saying. Like when we talked about like this next one coming out, like it's harder story wise to like come up with different ways to terrify adults. You know what I mean? Like so, like when they're kids, like that makes a lot more sense. So there's a lot of like easy scares and stuff and whatnot because like when you're you sympathize with the kids in the movie because you don't want you obviously feel bad for those kids having to go through that.
Yeah.
So like when you're watching adults go through shit like that, like it's kind of different. So I think that's why there is that little weird shift. Like it's more like fucking with their emotions more than their.
That's the whole thing, and I think it did an extremely good job on feeding off of what it was in the story. I was saying it's their trauma.
Yeah.
Each one of their scares was a custom scare. It wasn't necessarily a jumpy scare.
Yeah, exactly.
It was, that shit that you've been hiding for years.
Yeah, exactly.
Deep down inside.
Yeah.
Fuck you, I'm bringing it out. I know about it.
Yeah.
It's not as easy as like, oh, come down in here. Oh, come down, Georgie. Yeah. And then he just like teeth. Like teeth are not scary as much to adults, but it's like your secrets.
I do like without trying to give away too much. I do like that they had this other little subplot of what Pennywise had been doing to the other children and stuff that not like a subplot, but like there's little side stories with other little moments of with other children. Like so he's obviously back and he's doing this.
So he slumbered or slept, hibernated essentially for 27 years, then came back while those specific kids were grown up. Derry was still a kid, the thing.
Yeah, exactly. So I like that they showed a few of those, like
the one kid where he's like, I hear voices in my bathtub or something, right?
Yes, that one. Or from the bathtub, and then and then there's the baseball game.
Oh yeah, that one though. Yeah, exactly. It wasn't exclusive to the Losers Club at all.
Yeah.
I thought they did a great job. I think it was a great movie. I definitely want to watch it again, and I'd be interested to see if they would do more in the franchise. Not because there's more book, but there have been talks about it because of obviously how much money the franchise has already made and will continue to make. But
there's a few little Easter eggs that I noticed myself.
Okay.
That I don't know if I've seen anybody actually point out yet.
Do so? Can you without spoiling it?
Yeah. Okay. So in the book, it kind of goes off the rails at the end about like, I haven't read it, but this is just what I've been told.
You read
what I understand, and so Stephen King was on copious amounts of cocaine when he wrote it.
Yes.
So he's come on the record by saying that, and that he barely remembers like even writing the book. So
the book wrote me.
So there's the orgy scene that we never saw.
Never talk about. Well, yeah, obvious because it was like fucking crazy. How would you ever put that on film?
Right. So they did the blood pact. That's how they went about that.
So spoiler for the book. In the first part, there's a child orgy.
Yeah, they're like, we need to do something so that we don't forget.
Yeah,
we need to do something that's like unforgettable. And then so like,
what's unforgettable? Orgies.
And then the girl's like, this pussy though. She's like, y'all never forget this.
This is the book. This is the book.
And then so they all just like basically they all just like
bang.
So. And that's why they never forget that, I guess, or whatever. But that's part of the book, and that's what Stephen King wrote. But then, there's also
imagine a version of the movie where they all come back together. You guys remember that sick orgy when we were 12?
How weird was that?
Yeah.
You guys want to do it again?
Yeah.
So there's this.
It's weird. Of all the drugs, cocaine for that.
Yeah, I know. Well, hold on. So then at the end of the book, it like turns out that the Earth is on the back of like some giant space turtle.
It's a cosmic turtle.
Yeah,
So there were Easter eggs with the Lego turtle.
Turtles. Oh, okay. So there's turtles in a lot of different scenes.
Turtles. Yes.
So so you did see the Lego turtle. I didn't see anybody point that out to me. So I saw the Lego turtle in the first one.
It's much more just because it doesn't have anything to do with the movie, more the book.
Yeah. So there's the turtle and in this one there's a lot of like little turtles in certain there's like a turtle statue in the background.
I didn't notice that.
And there's like there's like a paperweight on a desk that's like a turtle.
That's cool.
And I think even Bill Hader like picks it up at some point. And it's like,
I actually did not notice. I can't remember seeing a turtle in this.
So there's a lot of little subtle turtles in the
turtle
in the movie, and so there's that, and then the real, I mean, in your face fucking like homages to different horror movies throughout the entire movie.
Yeah, I will say some of them took me out. There was I'm not gonna name what they are, but
Yeah.
I was like, okay, this is a little
I
too
liked
much.
it. I thought it was cool, man. Like
Some of them are good, like the one you pointed out to me today.
yeah,
It's
that
cool.
one's like, I mean, if you don't know the movie, you're not gonna know. You're not.
But
gonna
then
get it.
there's more famous movies where I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
that took me out, to be honest.
So I mean, the ones that I counted were Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, obviously The Shining, and then The Thing.
Mhm.
So those are the ones that I saw that were like blatant, like, but for
References
me,
or
blatant references. But for me,
homages.
as a horror fan, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think if you if you're just like, oh, it's Halloween time, I just go to the movies around this time just to watch like horror movies. You probably won't catch them.
Well, I don't remember the Nightmare on Elm Street one specifically that you're talking about, but I saw the Shining one, and to the audience, I have not seen The Thing, but we saw a scene, which is cool.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Well, that's the whole thing. Like, okay, so you know me. I don't like going back and watching older movies, first and foremost. Second, horror is actually a new genre for me as far as things I will go and want to see.
You have to watch The Thing to appreciate the cinematic, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Inspiration that a lot of people got from that movie. Because like John Carpenter, I mean, he was that was we read an article that said that they've been using that scene to teach suspense.
Yeah.
Right, in filmmaking. So he was the king of that, for starters, and then also practical effects that were like, I mean,
I will say that I love practical effects so much more than CGI. I know they're not always, for lack of a better term, practical to use.
So they're
much more realistic as far as the human eye can see.
Sure. So him and fucking what's his name, Sam Raimi, like both reinvented like what you can do with practical effects and how creepy you can make things, you know. So
yeah,
The Thing is one of my favorite movies of all time, and if you're a film student, it's one of the best movies to watch to kind of learn from, you know. But yeah, anyway, that's what I really appreciated, all those little nods to horror movies.
Definitely go check it out if you haven't already. It's really cool. I realized I never told people I was drinking what I was drinking exactly. It's just tequila, lime juice, pineapple, and soda. Also, I got a new toy. I forgot I put it in my pocket.
A new toy?
Yeah. You ready? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm sitting right next to you, just looking at you. It's probably another knife.
It's not another knife, but it is something wouldn't recommend you just play around with because I've actually cut myself with it, which is not a knife.
Good God, dude. What the fuck?
It's one of those extendable stabs.
You fucking asshole. What?
Yeah, watch it. It's
okay. You're gonna knock over my drink.
Oh, sure. But no, yeah, I got one of those extendable baton things that you see on the internet.
Yeah.
It was like $3.
Sweet. That's a pretty. I mean, in all honesty, like if you were getting robbed or something.
Yeah, you pull this out and go, like someone's like, ah, shit.
You gotta practice catching it.
Well, no, it hit this thing. Usually, I can just grab it, but I didn't realize it was gonna hit the banner.
Yeah.
I practiced with it. The downside is it came when I was drunk one time, and I was just playing around with it, and I cut myself because it's actually a bunch of just like spiraled metal.
Yeah.
So it's extremely hard to close. No, you can't just do that. That's how you cut yourself.
Oh.
Yeah, and then it doesn't come with instructions. I had to look it up.
So how do you close?
You have to do this. You have to literally hold the bottom down on something hard, and then you have to grab the top, and then grab this, and you have to twist.
Oh, okay.
I would never figure that out.
I was wondering how it works. So it's just a giant spring, basically.
It's essentially, yeah. It's just sheet metal that's been twisted and spiraled, and then there's a lock at some point. But you hold it out and then becomes a staff.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's actually really hard to fucking. You're like, all right, give me a second.
It looks like
twist up my staff.
It looks like you only get one use out of it though if you beat the shit out of somebody with it.
Oh, I wouldn't recommend you hit anything with it. It's really fragile, but it's a good like swatter, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
It'll hurt leave you a welt, etc. It's more like for, I would say, a practical use, just kind of just training with a staff, I guess,
Yeah.
and you can keep it in your pocket. That's why I forgot I had it. It was just in my pocket right now. But like literally, I was trying to do shit. And I'm like, oh fuck. It's just like the worst.
That's
paper
why you
cut.
always wear cargo shorts. It's just because you can have all this random shit in your pockets.
I have about 14 weapons on me right now. All right, yeah. So, did you do anything fun besides that this weekend?
I'm hoping my mom doesn't tune in, but
It happens from time to
you
time.
know, I was at
Did she expect you to not?
no, of course, I'm sure
Exactly.
she knew. I've been staying at my mom's place because my mom ended up not moving out. What the fuck am I saying?
Yeah, she moved out and just gave you her
No,
place.
she went on a trip to like Denver for like 5 days.
Denver.
5 or 6 days or something. So like I dropped her off at the airport and I just packed a bag and then I just stayed at her place the whole time.
Yeah.
And I mean every night was like had some people over, hung out, drank. And then my sister threw like a pretty big party on Saturday.
Sick. I'm so glad I wasn't invited to any of that.
Well, you were working on Saturday.
So glad I wasn't invited.
You work Saturday nights all the time. That's why I
know.
don't invite you anywhere on Saturday nights.
I still like being invited.
Okay, I'm sorry. And I felt bad, and I was thinking about it, but I'm like, he works. So
He works. He doesn't like parties.
you probably because we were probably it got to a certain point to where I was so fucked up it didn't even matter. I was like, and I probably should have invited you at that point, but I wasn't thinking.
Okay.
Shut up. Let me know next time you have a Saturday off and make sure I'll make plans.
I don't work very late.
Shut up.
All right, keep going. I'm gonna fill this back up.
But it was mostly her party, so like I was there, and I was there just being kind of like
How old is she now?
23.
That's like perfect party.
She's turning 23
That is the best.
next week.
That is the best.
And I was getting a little weird about like who was coming over, who was that guy, what is it? Like,
Single right now?
yes.
Oh, okay.
And like it didn't matter though. Like I don't know. I think I was just I at some point I just was like I have to just relax. Like it's okay. She's throwing a party, just chill, you know. But at some point it was like 3 a.m, 2 a.m. or something like that, and I go outside and like and like these people. So this group of people brought their own like speaker for music.
Yeah.
And so they were outside in the back, like, and they had the speaker blasting. So like I went out and I was like, "Hey guys."
You were the old guy.
I was the old guy at the party. And I was like,
"Hey,
"Hey,
you fucking kids!"
I'm like, "Hey guys, like it's cool you guys are out here and shit, but I'm like, but you know the music's kind of loud and it's like 3 a.m. I'm like, so you know, either turn it off.
They're like, "You used to be cool."
And I'm like, either turn it off or turn it down, you know. And then and like nobody answered me, and I was like, okay, somebody gonna fucking turn this thing down or what? But like, I guess the guy was doing it from his phone, from his pocket. But like, no one said anything to me. Like, so I got a little upset.
fucking kids.
So I got a little upset, and I'm like, I could grab this shit and bring it inside if that's what you want. You
Yeah.
know? Like, and then they're like, oh, relax, we just turned it down like from my phone, and I'm like, oh,
Fucking say something.
all right, yeah. But,
Okay,
they
so-
didn't answer me. You know
No,
what I
know
said?
what sucks? Know what sucks? And I actually do want to talk about this. You and I are from a generation that are like right between the Gen Z, millennial, boomer thing. Like we're right in the fucking middle. Right in the fucking middle of so many generations because of the fact that we understand how things work, but also we've been brought up with a certain amount of respect towards certain things. And like, this is just how I feel most people
Like, I feel like-
should talk to other people.
Exactly. I feel like they should. The response I was looking for is like, oh, okay,
Sorry, man.
no problem. Sorry.
I got it right now.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
That's it. It doesn't even take that. Oh, man, sorry.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Like, you could see him.
But like, they all looked at each
I'm-
other, didn't say anything. Yeah. Like, and I was like, is somebody gonna do something about this? Because like, you know what?
Because fuck you guys. Yeah. No, and that's the thing. Like, I was talking with my family today, and they were actually saying something about, I think it was a meme, That's like, and it was saying how like, oh, you're from California or LA or whatever. Where's this? Where's that? And we're like, I don't fucking know where that is, bro. How fucking big LA is.
Right.
But then we started getting into a conversation about like, unless you actually spend a lot of time going around LA, the public transit systems or something like that, you don't actually know that much about where things are.
I kind of do though. At this
No,
point.
like we do.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like it would make sense because the generation of like our later generation and some of us are much more about the only way they can find something is using Google Maps.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then they use it to get there.
Yeah.
And then there's no way in hell they can get themselves back.
Dude, I found my way, like without having to pull out my phone. Like I got lost.
Yeah.
Like I wound up on the wrong freeway.
Yeah.
And I pulled off in Boyle Heights, and I was like, "Oh, I know where I'm at." And like,
Yeah.
and I took pride in that. You know.
Someone asked me, they're like, "What address did you put in?" I'm like, "I know where you live.
Right.
I've been here before."
Right.
They're like, "But we're coming from a different direction." I'm like, "I know where you live." and I'm like, I don't need to get directions right now. I'm fine. Going to someplace new is different or far, but I'm just like, I'm right on the edge with you. I think there where we're like, fucking kids these days don't know how to do shit.
Dude, I know, and like so.
But at the same time, we're also kids these days, somewhat.
So I kept telling Lauren, I'm like, I hope you didn't invite. What?
I was like, we're kind of kids these days.
Yeah.
Just trying to make it feel good, but
Right.
we're
No.
fucking 29. We're almost 30.
I know, staring right down the barrel.
Yeah.
So I kept telling her, I'm like, because like a bunch of dude, like the house was packed already, and then like, and I started at like 8:00,
Yeah.
and I was like, it's me, Steve, and like a couple other people, and I was like, I guess that's us. I guess this is it, you know, and then we just started just drinking and whatever, and but then like fucking people kept showing up. People were showing up until like 2:00.
Yeah.
Like of Lauren's friends, and I was like, I hope there's no one else coming.
That's those 22, 23-year-olds, bro.
I was like, I hope there's no one else coming. She's
Was your
like,
brother there?
No, he was supposed to go. We got diarrhea. Speaking of old people problems.
Wait, your younger brother?
Yes.
Oh. I've never not gone somewhere because I'm like, sorry, I have diarrhea.
Yeah, that's why he didn't
I
go.
just take 2 explosive shits and then I go. Take a shower and I go.
He's like, I'm not going because I can't stop shitting.
Wow. That's impressive.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
By
so-
the way, tell me you do that too. If you have like the runs or something, after you wipe, you just jump in the shower real quick.
well, depending on where I'm at, yeah, of course.
Well, if you're gonna go out, I'm saying
Oh yeah, well I have wipes too.
wipes are good. Yeah. But I was like, I understand bidets a lot more after you start going out.
Dude, absolutely. I mean, fuck it. If first of all, if you're only wiping with toilet paper,
Yeah.
you're a savage.
You don't give a fuck about anything.
You just don't give a fuck about anything.
I would say the only time is if I know I'm just gonna go out or not going to go out or anything like that. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'm
Yeah,
like,
then you wipe. You're
fine.
Yeah, whatever. But it's
but
like,
if I go out, I need to shower. I need to get in there.
yeah, you gotta get in there. Just
I actually have a dual process, and I don't know if anyone else does this. I kind of want to get your opinion. I do soap first to clean down there.
Uh-huh.
Then I put conditioner to make it smell good.
Huh? I never thought about that.
Yeah, and it actually stays like nice and fresh in that scent.
Huh.
Cause think about when you condition your hair,
Yeah.
and then you go, my hair smells really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that.
Huh? I should start doing that.
Yeah.
Well, I have a.
You're welcome, internet.
Here's what I do. I stick the bar of soap straight up my ass.
Straight into your ass. He's like, that's why my soap goes into like a cone almost.
Yeah.
It's just-
Yeah. So then I have a seat in my shower. So I put
You have an Irish Spring
I pull
butt plug.
pull my legs over my head, and then I just shoot it out across the fucking shower.
That's just how it sounds.
And I have a bullseye that I
You
try
have
and
a
hit.
dartboard with your butt.
No, but I really
So-
I get the bar of soap and I just fucking just rub it all in my asshole, and then like I get in there, I exfoliate, and then I have one of those.
Do you exfoliate your ass?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I get it. I get it.
That's
now.
actually the only place I don't go with like my. I have the Axe scrubby things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't really want to put this.
Yeah, because then you got to use it on
There.
the rest of your body.
Yeah.
No, so that's why I just
It feels weird.
That's why I just used the bar of soap.
Yeah.
So
soap, condition your butt.
okay.
Trust me.
So
Trust me.
But check this
Trust
out.
me.
So like especially if I have like a real nasty shit, like and then I go to the shower.
Yeah.
I have the fucking the pull off shower head.
Oh yeah, same. Dude, once I got one of those, I never wanted to go back.
Dude,
I don't know.
It's the greatest thing of all time.
I don't even know why
Why doesn't everybody have this?
Yeah, right.
I'm just like, dude, and that you just shoot that straight into your asshole, and then you have the squeakiest clean asshole.
So clean.
Yeah.
It is the cleanest asshole.
Yeah, I mean, and then just to go back to what you're saying is like, yeah, if you're just kind of hanging out with the boys or whatever, you fucking wipe your ass, and you hang out, have a beers, whatever. But like, if you're actually going out, you never know who's gonna be down there.
Yeah, exactly.
You really gotta.
And then, dude,
deep clean.
This is something that I don't know why I might.
Not that anyone's gonna be in my asshole, but my asshole is probably the stinkiest part of my whole body.
Well, yeah, it's probably the stinkiest part of anyone's body. But I've also I don't know. I've figured out a lot of adulthood on my own, and one of the things that I figured out. Do you use ball powder?
Yes.
Yeah. No one told me to use ball powder.
I
saw it on the internet. I'm like, people do that?
Well, I use body powder that I put it for my. I put
it
in.
Didn't say ball powder.
Yeah, I put it on my.
But
it should. Yeah, the cooling one.
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, so I put it in my. If I do this, because that's how it makes me feel.
I know it's like it's like it feels like there's like a fan up there or something. It's like, ooh,
so that's
icy down there.
So I put it in my socks because I get
because stinky feet.
Well, no, my feet smell and itch sometimes, like between my toes
That's
and
what
stuff.
I said.
So
Well, it's stinky feet.
yeah. Is that what you call it?
Stinky feet.
I call it athlete's foot.
You can have stinky feet without having athlete's foot.
Okay, well,
athlete's foot's a very
so I put it in my
specific
socks,
thing.
and especially with the heat, dude. If you're not powdering your balls in this heat, you're a fucking animal.
Yeah, you just don't give a fuck.
So like, so I got bad, like, how like when you were in sports, you had to wear like a jock strap, and you get that fucking like a rash like between your balls and your leg. So I got that pretty bad, and it wasn't a rash. It was just like raw skin, just from like my fat fucking thigh rubbed around my ball sack. So,
Yeah.
So I had to put cream on it and start like powdering again because it was like the heat and then fucking being and be walking around and doing whatever. It's horrible for you down there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've been powdering my balls and butthole since like '96. No, I'm just kidding. No, just kidding.
I just started doing it like a year ago.
No, I've been doing it a lot. Like, I mean, for
Which
the past
also,
like 5 years.
It honestly makes me think. I'm like, how? Like, I can't go down there. I don't know what I'm smelling. Like, I try and be clean. I try and shower. There's definitely been times where people have been down there where
There's
I
some
haven't
There's
in a
some
while.
funk, man. Sometimes I pull my pants down. I'm just like, Jesus, what have I done today?
But it makes you think of like, I'm like, how long have I gone without this? And like, how many people are just like, oh, Garrett with the smelly balls?
Yeah. But I think
I think like that sometimes.
But I think you're probably a cleaner person than most.
I'm very clean.
So
yeah,
even if you have
smell is one of the most important things in honestly my entire sex life.
I know.
I actually love morning sex. I hate it mornings. It's very difficult
Morning
for me.
breath.
The breath.
Yeah.
My own breath.
Yeah.
I smell my own breath in the morning, and I'm like, I give me a second. Like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, mouthwash something. I can't smell my own breath in the morning.
Especially because I snore
me.
with my fucking mouth wide open,
Yeah.
dude. I have the worst fucking disgusting mouth. So like, I mean, being in a long-term relationship, like it was like, if she wanted it, I'm like, wait till I brush my teeth.
Yeah.
Like,
And I get like there's passion and shit. Like you can't always, and whatever. But it's like it's a preference thing. If I have the ability to be like, ooh,
if you had
it's
the
about
choice,
to go
though,
down.
If you had the choice,
Give
though,
me 12 seconds.
Right. If you had the choice, though, sex in the morning is way better, right?
It is. I don't know why. Do you want? I haven't looked it up, but I feel like it is. Just getting up. You already have wood.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, I'm the horniest, and I'm well slept. I mean, I'm well.
You're
I'm
rested.
well rested.
You're good. If it's not too hot, you're just like, fuck yeah. It's a perfect way to start your day. Depending on who you're with, like they'll initiate it. Like I've been asleep and then like, oh, we're going
In the morning.
Yeah,
That's
the best.
That's fine. I've been asleep in the middle of the night, and then I'm just like, what are you doing? Like I'm trying.
Okay, here's actually one thing I do have an issue with. It's just it all. goes with who you mesh up with. If you're trying to fuck with me at 4 a.m., I just want to go sleep.
Right.
I don't give a fuck right now.
Right.
Like I've had dates like that where it's like, it's 4 a.m. Now it's time to do something. I'm like, no, I want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I want it so bad right now. I don't even want anything. Like, you can try and go there if you feel like it, but I'm not doing anything. I am not.
If you look up the definition of male rape, it's definitely happened to me plenty of times.
Actually, and I think I've said it on the show multiple times. Yeah, samesies. Granted, it's okay. It's happened to me only, to my knowledge, from people I've been officially in a relationship with, but still a thing. I'm like, why am I in different clothes? Like, oh, I took your clothes off, I had sex with you, and then I put new clothes on you.
That's fucking insane.
I didn't know there was a thing.
And you slept through the whole thing.
Yes.
You're a fucking savage. I don't even know how I couldn't sleep through that.
It was the weirdest. It's weird.
I usually wake
not
up.
Not anytime recently.
I've woken up midway through, and I'm just like, "What? How the fuck did this happen?"
Well, I think as a dude, you're like, this is cool. All right.
Yeah, and then I'm like, okay, and
and I'm not saying there's an actual difference between women and men as far as that. It's just guys tend to be much cooler.
Of course.
Like,
there is a difference, though. You should say that there is a difference.
There is, and this is the thing. Like, it's not an equality thing whatsoever. And as much as I consider myself a feminist. It's literally the fact that, like, being a dude, I feel cool. I know a lot of other dudes feel cool with any sort of thing.
If you wake me up with a blowjob and you're like, we're doing this tonight, I'm like, okay.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Versus the opposite, where it's like, if you're a woman and you think of a dude, even if it's a hot dude, and you don't give consent, that feels violating.
Yeah.
As a dude, it's less violating.
Yeah.
There are definitely times where it's violating.
There's been plenty of times where I'm just like...
Most of the time, it's not, though.
Right. There has been...
As a dude, speaking as a dude.
There has been times where I'm just like... I'm so tired. It's just like I just want to go to sleep.
Yeah, it's a thing. Being single, you meet all sorts of women, and it's not a lack of attraction. It's not a lack of anything like that. It's just like, it's 4 a.m. and I don't want to do anything. Yeah, I want to go to sleep. Yeah, I want to be with my eyes closed, unconscious. Thank you very much. You're welcome to try.
I know.
I was like, if you're starting, you're welcome to keep going. I'm not.
I'm more of the like day drink, afternoon sex, fucking, and then fall asleep with a pizza type guy, you know.
All right, that is the type. That's a type. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I'm very good at just like, I love spur of the moment stuff between the hours of 9 a.m. and 1 maybe 2 p.m. 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Yeah. Exactly. Those are my golden hours of whenever you want it, we're good. I don't give a fuck what we're doing. I'll do it. Between the hours of 2:01 and 8:59, I want to be in my bed, asleep. That's it. That is it.
Yeah. I hear you. I'm with you.
Yeah. And like I very much like, I learned this pretty quickly, like the whole How I Met Your Mother rule of nothing good happens after 2 a.m. Right. I'm like, yeah, I can't think of a single thing that I did past 2 a.m. where I'm like, that was the best choice I could have done. That's the best choice I could have made.
Yeah, totally.
No, there's this like, I don't care if I'm 29, 21, nothing happens past 2 a.m. where I'm like, this is the best idea. I recently, have you heard of, I sound weird now, but have you heard of After Hours? No. Okay, so it's just actually a thing. It's just past 2 a.m., which is in California, is the legal cutoff for serving alcohol. Mm-hmm. There's plenty of places that still do shit.
Yeah, I've heard of them. I've never gone.
Yeah, same. Because you and I understand that we're not about that life.
Well, you know, there's plenty of cocaine.
You would go.
Yeah, because of that.
I would go once, maybe. I wouldn't. But I'm also the type. I mean, like, I can rally. Like, I mean, you get sleepy. I get sleepy as fuck.
Yeah,
it goes literally from like I'm down 100% until 2 a.m. and then I'm like, it cuts to 50.
But that's why I'm always the person.
You have to be super hot or super like I just have to feel really good for after 2 a.m. for us to do anything. And then after that, I'm like, every hour just gets cut drastically.
That's why I'm always the person that like, I'm like, okay, it's 1:30. We should probably leave so we can get some more booze and hang out more.
Okay.
Like,
and that's fine. But I've just never enjoyed myself past 3.
I don't think I have though, but I have even without any sort of stimulants or whatever. But it's like it's. I feel like I don't think California bars should be closed at 2. I think it's really early.
I think they were going for a thing where they would extend it to 4.
Supposedly, there's a couple bars in San Jose that like might be open till 4 still.
That's still a choice as far as business owners.
Yes.
Personally, I think 3 is fine because there's been plenty of times. Obviously, I've been places where it's like last call. I'm like already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
For me, past 2:30, I'm like, Well, now I don't feel like I should be.
I don't know.
It's definitely a bad choice if I'm getting another drink at 2:30.
But I think that's why there's a stigma about it though, like because it's only because bars close at 2 and they stop serving alcohol. Period at 2.
Yeah.
Like anywhere you can't buy booze after 2.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of people that I know that we know that party till 5 in the morning.
Yeah. Well, partying is one thing. I guess I could say if you party and you just party.
But I mean, let's just say like for me, okay. Like these worst times that I'm talking about, like these times, it's more like, okay, I had to do a show that was like a late show and it didn't end until midnight.
Yeah.
And I still want to go out and hang out, and by the time I get 2 rounds in, it's already fucking 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, well, fuck, I just started. So
yeah. For me, it's always been a thing. Where it's like if there's a situation like that, I'm like, all right, I need to jump start it. There's been times where it's like I get out of work and like my friends are already doing stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll go to the bartender. I'm like, I just got here. My friends have already been here for a while. Give me 2 shots and a mixed drink.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, cool. I'm like, I'll take them right here. Just do
right,
it.
but
just pour 'em.
but isn't that just because you know that they close at 2?
No, in all honesty.
Because let's just say they closed at 4 or 3, then
I don't like being on a different too much of a different level.
Well, I would definitely do that too, but I'm saying I can. But then after that, you can still. I mean, let's say it's already, like I said, it's already fucking midnight or whatever. Mm-hmm. You only have 2 more hours.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It doesn't really bug me. I guess it does it depend on the environment more so than anything. Also, I've clearly always been a dude to like. If anything, I got my own shit.
Yeah,
I keep a bottle of tequila in my trunk at all times.
Tranquila.
Trunkila.
Tranquila.
Which, okay, I've been listening to a lot of reggaeton lately, and they've been saying something that sounds a lot like tranquila. I just haven't looked it up. And I'm like, is that a thing?
I don't know. It's not Tranquila, I'm sure.
It might be like tranquila. I don't know. Like it sounds like tranquila. And I want to look that up.
All right, I got to get some ice.
Ice, baby. Doon. And when you get back, we'll jump into some box office shit. Sound good?
Do it.
Get that ice, baby. My fucking soundboard. There it is. Nope. Turn this down.
It's me, bitches! Oh, no.
Oh. Nope.
I may have some news for you. Go ahead.
Entertainment news, everybody. This just broke out.
That is a scientific fact, huh?
I'm not gonna get to this story. I have a question for you. News story that'll make you guys a little bit tingly in the fans. Okay, we need to move on from that. I need to get away from that real quick.
I read somewhere that their periods attract bears.
Well, Lottie frickin' da!
Shut the fuck up and let me do my job.
I want to know how drunk I got because I feel like a lot of these buttons are switched around.
Was that last week?
Maybe. Were you here?
I didn't come last week.
Who was it? Who was I with? Dan? Rose? Rocio?
I think it was Lucio, yeah.
Okay. Dude, you and Rocio both like to just get super drunk with me, which is awesome and hard at the same time because of the fact like
What's the problem?
no problem, but I just forget things. Because it's like okay, so you understand you more. She's much more like, all right, I'm gonna only have like 2 drinks. I'm like, that's fine, no problem. And then 1 drink in, she's like, all right, we're doing shots. Like, that's fine.
Wow.
We'll do shots. It's like, all right, cool. Now we're gonna chug. And I'm like, can we chill? I fucking love her though. Shout out Rocio. But yeah, let's get into some box office shits. Shall we? We already spoke about this, but yeah, It Chapter 2 claimed the number 1 spot this weekend and the number 2 spot of all time opening weekends for a horror movie with a good domestic box office of $91.062 million this week. Angel Has Fallen is holding strong in the 3rd week as number 2, and then you have Good Boys, which I saw in the 3rd place in its 4th week with a good 5.5 mil. Did you watch that? You didn't.
Angel Has Fallen.
Good Boys.
Oh, Good Boys. No. But I want to still.
Oh, that's right. You weren't here, and I was like, this is legit Ryan, myself, somewhat Ricky's life.
Yeah.
When we were that age.
Yeah. I figured that much because I just rewatched Superbad.
Yeah.
And that movie is it's still fucking hilarious, and it's like
I remember doing everything they did. I probably did.
all of us. I mean,
Yeah.
remember we
except for I never put beer in detergent things. I've definitely put them in a lot of
right.
I put
things,
alcohol and
yeah.
beer in a lot of random shit. But yeah, but no, like so this one is much more us at like when we first met when we were 12.
Yeah.
I think I said this to whoever I was with on that specific show, but I was like, yeah, so Ryan, first and foremost, looked exactly like that little kid with the black spiky hair. Mm-hmm. When I met you, that's what you look like.
Yeah.
That was you.
Yeah.
Ricky was a black kid, essentially. And I didn't want to say that I was the other kid because he actually does a lot of different shit than I would have done, but I was in there. I was in that mix.
Sure.
And it's like, yeah, that's basically what it was. It was us doing ridiculous shit because we thought that's what we should have done. If we had drones, we might have gotten to this exact same thing. Like the tech is different.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was us. So I think you'd really enjoy.
I'm
Good
sure
Boys.
I would.
Lion King number 4. I haven't seen it. Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw rounding out the top 5. I believe breaking records for the Fast and Furious franchise, which is super interesting because I remember the first weekend. There's been this whole thing with Tyrese and The Rock.
Bitching.
Tyrese was like, oh,
Tyrese is a little bitch, dude. He's been fucking bitching and whining this whole time.
And he had a post, I believe, the first weekend box office where it wasn't like great. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like amazing. It wasn't breaking records for the franchise. He's like, oh, I guess I'm sorry. You shouldn't have strayed away from the family. It's all right. It's all right. You can come back. But then this movie had legs. It kept consistently getting good amounts of box office, and so now it's reached a point where it's like it's gotten more money in the long run than the first weekend.
Right.
And I really enjoyed it, to be honest. I really liked watching the movie because it's not a Fast and Furious movie. It's not. It has roots in those movies, but it's much more like a cool sci-fi comedy.
Sure.
Action comedy. Yeah.
Action.
Sci-fi action comedy. You have an enhanced superhuman versus I was gonna make a joke. It was like enhanced superhuman versus everyone else. His name is The Rock.
Yeah.
No. It's The Rock versus the superhuman Idris Elba, and then fucking what's his face, the transporter.
Right.
That guy.
Jason Statham.
But it's like they all do ridiculous shit, and yeah, there's vehicles. So it's not. I wouldn't call it Fast and Furious. It is very much just
Sure.
that sort of thing. But it's fun. It is super fun.
Okay.
All right, moving forward, we have coming out this week. Turn this down real quick. Hustlers, which actually I've heard a really good amount of buzz for, and I'm sure a ton of chicks are going to see. I want to see it too.
I haven't heard of it.
You've never heard of this? Seriously?
What is this?
Okay, so this is interesting. This is going to be a movie with J-Lo, Constance Wu from Crazy Rich Asians, and a bunch of other stuff. And they're basically strippers who are like, you know what? All these Wall Street guys.
Oh yeah,
Wall Street guys are stealing money from everyone.
Yeah,
It's like, why don't we do our own
so
shit?
they start becoming strippers, and they're strippers, and
Yeah.
they start their own.
They're like, what are they gonna say? Like, oh no, I spent $5,000 at a strip club. Like, no, they basically intoxicate these men and like take as much money as they can, which I understand the concept of it.
hustle.
Hustle, exactly. They're hustling. And as I know multiple people that are strippers, or now I guess I think more profitable is the sort of premium Snapchat age that we're in right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I already told you ahead of time. Like we had a whole show where I was like, yeah, this guy wants to like buy my underwear, and then I'm getting offers right now for dick pics
It's awesome.
in the triple digits, and I'm like, what the fuck?
It's your dream.
When
dude.
did you think that we'd live in this age where someone's like, can I buy a
That's
picture
what
of
I'm
your
telling
penis?
you. I'm telling you, send them my way. I got some stinkers you
No,
can have.
I know exactly. I'm like, if I weren't, I think if I had no intention of being in the entertainment industry, I'd absolutely have a premium Snapchat.
How do you know that's not your calling right there? And then you get.
I could
you
be Magic
branch
Mike.
out.
Magic Mike.
Yeah.
I might fall back on that. We'll see how much money I get offered. But yeah, it's an interesting thing when someone's like, "What if I pay you like $150 just for a picture of your penis?" Like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know, man. I mean, I'm all for equality, so
Well, absolutely. I have friends and like there's tons of people.
chicks do it all the time.
All the time. There are so many people like because I'm on these dating websites, and some of them are all like, "Oh, I'm never on here. Just follow me on Instagram." And then I look at their Instagram, and it's like, "Just follow me here on my Snapchat." And you go to their Snapchat, and it's like, "Pay for premium."
yeah.
No, fuck you. I will say this: I've never done that. Not saying that there's anything against that. I just don't like. I don't like having to do that. I don't feel a
it's
connection.
baiting.
It's baiting,
Yeah.
but also I don't feel a connection for paying to watch someone, do a thing that they're already doing, which is fine. You do your thing. I understand you asking for money, or saying that this has a price. That's fine. Just like any other product, I will put the product out. I will say how much it costs. Whether I choose to buy it is one thing, and whatever. You do you.
Yeah.
I've never done that. It's not my thing.
Sure.
I don't see myself ever doing it. I've been tempted for sure. I think it's more so, and this is what it is. I think it's more so if you feel like you know that person. So when you have an Instagram personality, or you have a YouTube personality, or someone that you're like, oh, I follow this person, I really like it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say her name, but we recently found out someone that we knew or followed at least had some adult content. I'm like, oh. It's much more interesting in
Very
that concept.
talented.
Yeah, very talented. Much more interesting in that concept because you can go on a porn website and see a ton of free porn of people you don't know.
Yeah.
When you feel like you know someone or you feel like you're more familiar with them, it's
Shout out Alexis Fox.
okay.
That's the one that I know.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you just feel more inclined.
She's the one
to
that
do
booked me on that show.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I figured as much now. So you doing another one, or is it a date or not yet?
She hasn't given me any dates yet, but she's like,
All right.
yeah, I'll let you know.
So yeah, in this day and age, there's much less judgment, and I feel like you should accept no judgment because of the fact that a hustle is a hustle.
Yeah.
I have these things where I'm like morality is telling me I'm like there's no point. Not necessarily no point. There's just like, do you want to do this? Yes. Justified. Do you not want to do this? No. Also justified. It's your decisions. If you can back them up, do it.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna go full in and do a thing, do a thing. If you're not, that's fine too. But so this movie looks really good, more so because it's kind of that sort of mindset I think of. It's like, people are fucking people over all the time in different jobs. For this one specifically, they're talking about Wall Street guys, I guess.
Yeah.
They're like, why shouldn't we take advantage of our position and use leverage? And it's much more of a entrepreneurial mindset, just using because of the appeal, the sexual sort of perspective.
For sure. Well, yep.
I've actually thought about being a stripper before.
Suits you
It would. You're drunk, aren't you?
a little bit.
You have drunky eyes.
I'm tired.
All right, we'll move forward then. All right, but that's probably a movie I'd definitely catch this coming out this week. Moving forward, we only want to talk about a few different things. First and foremost, we've got a trailer for a Jason Momoa series for Apple's new streaming service.
I had no idea Apple was doing TV.
Yeah, everyone's doing.
I know they have the Apple TV, but I didn't know they were doing the original content.
Everyone's doing a streaming service now. Apple is definitely part of them. Apple TV Plus.
That's why I'm like,
is their streaming service.
I'm getting excited about this, but also a little like discouraged, maybe. I don't know, because like there's so many good, like big time TV shows that are coming out on these streaming
big
services.
Time.
Yeah, but you would think that having so many outlets, they would kind of give a shot to the little guys a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because it just seems like these hyper.
There are definitely streaming services out there that do that.
I don't know. I haven't seen.
But you don't hear them.
I haven't seen any.
Netflix, Hulu,
Netflix,
Amazon, the big ones aren't necessarily doing that.
Right, Netflix
but
is
also
done.
they are, and you're still not hearing about them. They're not going to put promotion behind the little guys. They'll put them up there.
That's true.
You can see so much stuff on those things that you've never heard of ever if you look. The only thing is you have to look. Like even I believe we've had guests on the show where they're like, oh yeah, you can catch me on Amazon if you have Prime. We would have never known that unless he told us.
Yeah.
So that I think is that. Can you stop chewing ice in the fucking microphone? But yes, can you I guess get behind that? That's kind of what it is these big budget things are the ones we see because they have the money to promote themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
But these little ones are still on there. We just have to look. And those are those gems where you're like, hey, I saw so-and-so on Netflix and I thought it was amazing. It was super cool. When did it come out? Like, 2016.
That's true. I've come across some pretty.
Never heard of it.
But that's why I'm always looking for something interesting that's
Yeah.
new that I haven't heard of.
Yeah.
Like on these streaming things that like, and I'll give it a shot. And if whatever, if it's not interesting me in the next 20 minutes, and I'm just like, all right, I'm out. But I've come across some pretty damn good movies on like Netflix and like Hulu and especially Prime. Prime seems to be the place that has a lot of independent movies.
Yeah, but again, never heard of them. You have to look or
but
dive.
But
dive in.
just based on what you originally like, they'll give you. You know what I mean?
And because of the fact that I feel like Amazon, first and foremost, is an online shopping company.
Yeah.
It doesn't present itself in the way that it's like Netflix or Hulu does, where it's like, hey, look at all this content you can view. It's like, oh, you want to buy stuff? Cool, awesome, buy all the things. And then you have to go to this tab, like, or you can watch something.
Yeah.
You can watch something.
It is very much that before it is like a streaming service.
Yeah, and I feel like I think it would be in their best interest to be like Amazon Prime Video, like just have a tab, just video tab.
Yeah, it's not there on the home.
It's not. You have to go. Like, okay, let me
look for it.
I'm
Yeah.
literally gonna go right now and show you exactly what it is when I go to Amazon. Amazon, boom. Going in. So the homepage right here. First of all of these on my front homepage are all products. There's no video on here. Then I'm gonna go up, and it is bestsellers, gift ideas, new releases. Click on that. Games.
I think you have to click try Prime, right?
Well,
You're not signed. Oh, you're not signed in.
Signed in.
You're not signed in.
Oh, okay. That might be my fault on that sense.
Because when you do sign in, it asks you if you want to like.
All right. So now I'm here. No, the
go to
exact
the-
same thing.
Go to the homepage.
Homepage.
See video recommendations.
All right, I got one. Everything else is products.
Of course, it's all guns for you.
No, specifically,
Guns and knives. That's all
You-
Garrett's got on his fucking.
there's a reason for that. There's a lot of stray cats around here, and I don't want to kill them.
Get that one.
So I'm looking for airsoft guns because they're starting fights with my cat,
Yeah.
and my cat's fixed, but they're all like trying to fight/fuck my cat. I'm like, and they're always on my porch. And
Did you order that Infinity Gauntlet?
I did not. It's on my list though.
You need it,
It's $100.
but you need it though.
I might get them.
You need it so I can
Yeah.
play with it.
My birthday is coming up next year. Either way, stop looking at my shit right now, real quick. There's one single thing for video. Everything else is products here. Then the same thing across the board until you get to... Where do I have to go? Go to my entire thing, my list. Account.
You have to go to Prime.
Okay, I'm going to go to Prime. Prime.
See? Watch.
Look how small that is.
Yeah.
Click on watch. That is the tiniest thing. And that's what I'm saying. Their entire thing. That was this big of a button on a page this big.
Yep.
And I had to find it. I had to look for it. All of this is all about
I gotta piss
some
again.
things. Yeah. So, going back to what I'm saying, we have a trailer for C. It is a Apple Plus original series that features Jason Momoa as a character in a world where I believe sight has been taken away from them for generations now. So most, if not all, of the humans cannot see. Animals can, and everything else seems to have their own thing. But this is taking place where all of the humans have lost the ability to see, and there ends up being children being born that can see. And it's not been heard of for a very long time. And of course, like a lot of other dystopian things, now some sort of ruler or whatever is deciding that, they can't have that in the world. The world as it is there, we can't have people that can see in this non-seeing society. So they're like, go get me those kids. Check out the trailer for sure. It's on YouTube right there. I would say that this show, the trailer seems really cool. I will say, though, that Jason Momoa is kind of playing the same thing. I feel like he's either typecasted or just has this note that I'm like, I keep seeing, and I don't dislike the note, but it's just like the grizzled, like sort of burly dude.
Yep.
I was telling you earlier that he already has a Netflix series called Frontier where he plays the same dude with sight. At least in this trailer. In this trailer, it looks like it could be the exact same character, but with sight.
Right.
In the Netflix show Frontier. And I'm like, come on, dude. Like, break out of the box, I guess. Like, I want to see him do something vastly different.
Out of the bird box?
Out of the bird box, which kind of had something, similar because you can't see, or you shouldn't see. Either way, it's like Bird Box meets Waterworld because it's some sort of dystopian future. They definitely make references to the fact that humans could see prior to, but there was a legend that God took away their sight to heal the planet, which makes a lot of fucking sense because we're killing it very quickly.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it's trying to make some sort
It looks
of commentary
all right.
on.
I mean, I probably wouldn't watch it. It's just a little...
Well, first of all, it's on a streaming service that I would imagine you have to pay for, and none of us have. Or there's no way I'm paying for this just for that.
Sure.
Right now,
I had an Apple TV that
if you
I sold because I didn't really need it.
well, besides the actual device, as far as streaming services right now, of one that you don't subscribe to or have access to, what is the first one that you would pay for if you chose to?
Well, Disney Plus, obviously.
Fair enough.
And then what? I just got logins for Netflix.
I have Netflix, Hulu, Amazon. If I were to choose another one, it would be Disney Plus. My fifth one would be DC. In all honesty, for 3 shows, pretty much. I love Young Justice, and I really want to see it, and I'm so anxious because
How's that Titan show? Is it any good?
I've never seen it. But they have Young Justice, which is like
I thought
amazing.
for sure you would torrent it or something.
I just haven't. I think there's so much.
It looks cool.
There's so much content right now out there for free or whatever that like I haven't decided I need to torrent, and also I don't have time.
Have you watched The Righteous?
It's also I'm feeling less cool about it. I don't know. Whatever. What? Say again.
The Righteous Gemstones.
Where's that?
It's on HBO.
What is it?
It is.
Oh, I have HBO too.
It is. You need to watch it. It's fucking Adam Devine.
Oh, I've heard. Okay.
John, what's his name?
Not John C. Reilly. The other guy.
Fucking the other guy. Fucking Kenny Powers.
Yeah.
Danny McBride.
Danny McBride.
And John Goodman, and they all are this family who like runs this mega church, and then they're getting blackmailed because they're obviously hypocrites. So it's a fucking great. It's a great show.
Yeah, it sounds really cool.
It's pretty funny.
It's on HBO.
Yeah.
Then I probably already have access through Prime.
There you go.
I should. So here's my life right now. I decide one show at a time, something to watch, because I should always be doing something else.
Also, on Netflix, there's a show, Ricky Gervais' show called Afterlife. Well, bro, I'm unemployed right now, so that's all I'm doing right now. So
Fair enough. Have you been looking?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
It's I'm in this. Well, fuck it. I'll tell you right now. I'm in this place right now where like, even my dad was like, I'm not working. I got I lost my job too and all this stuff. And then and then when he helped me move and everything, he was like, I was like, and I'm kind of thinking I'm just gonna collect unemployment for a minute. I'm gonna keep it. And he's like, good. He's like, you got unemployment, right? And I was like, yeah. He's like, so don't go back to work. He's like, until you're ready, whatever. Like, but my dad's been such a hard ass about like work. You know what I mean? So it was kind of shocking to hear that he's like,
say that.
Yeah, and he's like, your mental health is more important. He's like,
it is. I agree with you.
And he was like,
Or him.
so
I
he's
agree
like, so
with
take as much time as you need. He's like, no one's gonna blame you for that.
When do you? Yeah, I agree with that statement. It is. When do you feel like you're gonna be ready?
Maybe another month.
Yeah,
it's been a month. It's only been a month since I've gone through what I've gone through.
Yeah.
So, and now I'm on a consistent bi-weekly.
I honestly think you need, not to expedite it, but what I'm saying is like the thing that will definitely get you on a good path, the right path. I would say is just literally, you have to understand yourself and your situation more than anything. That's what I had to go through, where I'm like, what do I have? Like, what's going on in my life that's creating this sort of environment? And do you want to change it, or do you want to make it the same, or like understand what you want, what you don't want in your life that you are doing? And
well, here's the thing: is I'm looking for a job that I haven't done before.
Yeah,
really. So it's like I know what
I've asked you this same question countless times. Like, what do you see yourself wanting to do? Because you keep choosing these jobs that you don't like, and I'm like, not a good idea, but you do it
because it pays.
Because it pays, yeah.
And it's all I have experience in.
But even though, like, as someone who's following a dream, a path, whatever.
Well,
like,
so here's my
I've chosen a job that I enjoy doing.
Because I told you I was actually thinking about interning at like K-Rock at some point.
Yeah.
To like, just so I can, I'd be a phone screener or whatever, and they're downsizing because it's a dying media.
Choose a different
obviously
place. Yeah.
Garrett.
Okay. Sorry. Yes, I'll stop. But yes.
What is it about you that feels the need to say the obvious thing?
The fact that you haven't stated the obvious thing. If you had said they're downsizing, so I'm choosing to do something different. No, it would be a different sentence.
Well, the thing is, you said that I said radio, but I understand that it's a bad choice, because if I go into radio, let's say I end up fucking getting something in radio, radio's not going to be around for, in the next 15 years, I'm sure it's going to be all dead.
I wouldn't say dead, but definitely a barren place.
Yeah, it's going to suck.
There's a few things.
It's going to be terrible, and then I'm going to hate that, So, look, I'm good at producing shows. I'm good at creating events. I'm good at doing, I've been very good at that since I was like 21.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking for right now is a stable job in a bar, brewery, something like that, like the nightlife kind of scene, which is where I'm at anyway, and I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah.
But why not get paid an hourly wage for it? You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
So that's what I'm looking for right now.
Tips, which are awesome.
Yes. So, I got experience by being at a brewery, and then and so they'd have me work the tap room, and they'd pay me under the table, so it's like, it's not like I don't know what I'm doing.
Do you have references? Can you use them as references?
Yeah, I could use Javi.
Okay, fair enough. Cool. Awesome.
Yeah. It's not like, I mean, everybody that I've worked with at these places, like, no one's not going to say anything bad about me, you know? So, no one's going to say anything bad about me. I don't know what I said. But, so that's what I'm looking for right now. That's to answer your question. That's what I did today. I looked for a bunch of jobs trying to find, like, work at a brewery so that I can run events and also work the tap room.
Okay. Sounds good. Be thankful for your site because Jason Momoa doesn't have it in this.
Could be worse.
Could always be. This is, if you understand that, I think that's the best thing. I mean, not you. I'm saying everyone in general. Could always be worse.
Yeah, you could be retarded.
Moving on. God, you're so bad. All right, Hawkeye series. What's that? Yes, MCU Hawkeye cast Haley Steinfeld as MCU's Kate Bishop. Two things. One, who's Kate
great,
Bishop?
Another Jew. I'm just kidding.
What if everyone's like, we're not going to hire you. We saw Humpcast, and you're just super bad
I'm just kidding.
as far as an idea. I know you're kidding. Doesn't matter. It's the internet.
Guys, the irony of the joke is that there are people like that for real in the world that is not me.
But people don't know you. If someone just tuned in for the first time, they
Okay,
don't
let's
know
talk
that.
about this then right now.
Sure.
I just watched the Chappelle special. Have you watched it?
Yes, I loved it.
I loved it.
Didn't
too.
see the after credits thing because I didn't know there was a thing.
Oh, I didn't know that either. There's a thing.
Yeah, there's apparently a after credits thing
Oh, shit.
where he answers questions. But I
okay.
heard that's great. I just haven't seen it.
Okay.
But I saw everything before the credits.
Well, he's done that before. I've seen him do like an encore.
Okay.
So I haven't seen that. Whatever. And as good as it gets, he does that too. He comes out with his kids after he like talks about, and then he does like a Q&A.
Yeah.
So he got a lot of backlash for it.
Of course, which seemed anticipated.
Yeah, of course.
The entire special was
But-
called Sticks and Stones.
And what? Okay, so Rotten Tomatoes did a private screening of it with nothing but like super hyper liberal journalists. 4, and they all gave it a 0.
Yeah.
So before, and this was a pre-screening. So before it was released, they sabotaged it by giving it a 0 score.
Yeah.
Then they had to. Then it was open to the public. They had to screen a screening for all his fans, and they all gave it a 98 and 99.
Yeah.
So like, I was talking to Javi about this. Was he was saying that he knew somebody that is a comic that ended up doing a write-up post or whatever on this fucking blog, and like everyone went after her on Twitter because she hated the Chappelle special. And this is like all these things wrong with the Chappelle. And I was like, okay. I go, here's why this happened, and here's why she shouldn't have done that. And I was like, no one's gonna write as a musician. If a musician, like a guitar player or a singer or like a true musician, wrote an article about how Queen is the worst band in the world, everyone would be like, you're a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Because you as a musician don't understand the complexity and what it takes to be that great.
Yeah.
And if you can't understand it, then what makes you think that you can get other people to like you? Right? Like,
Yeah.
This woman who claims to be a comedian wrote something about.
Have you looked up her stuff?
No, I don't know who she is. But like, if you're gonna write and tear down I mean, arguably one of the fucking greatest of all time,
Yes.
then you're stupid. You just don't get it, and and therefore should not be even writing jokes or even trying to. That was my. I don't know. That's just what.
I'm really right there with you. I'm there with because so many people don't understand things, but then lash out at them as if they do understand them, and that's what I don't like. It's one thing, but like I just don't get this. It's not my sense of humor. That is a perspective that I could
That's what-
100% be behind.
Yeah, that's
I don't understand why he made these choices. Versus like it's not funny.
yeah.
No,
No.
you don't get.
Why don't you ask
life?
Why don't you ask those 10,000 people who are watching him
Loved
that
it.
night?
I loved that show. Did it make me crack up the most? No, I'll be honest.
And for me, it did a lot. I mean, it was.
I'm just saying, was it like the best?
No,
not
his best special. Definitely not.
Yeah, and so that's what I'm saying. Like, I definitely laughed. I saw his points. I admired his what he went for. Did I agree with his statement as facts? No,
Of course.
but
not.
I was like, these are cool jokes. These are funny.
it's funny.
Yeah, but I'm just like, to go at someone in the sense like, this is not funny to anybody. I don't know why you would laugh at this. You're the fucking idiot.
It's just crazy to me that
You are the person that doesn't understand that life is entirely about perspective, and the fact that you have one and you think everyone should have that same perspective makes you the dumbass.
Yeah.
This is me full force. Like, I don't take a lot of like hard stances, I guess. What I will say is, when it comes to actually people not understanding the fact that everyone has a different perspective, you're a dumbass.
Well, it's not only that, you can't take a comedian's jokes as fact.
But at the same time, you can voice your opinion in certain ways. Where there's certain comedians who people love, and I'm just like, I just don't like that.
Yeah. And that's fine.
And first and foremost, I'll say this. I saw a video, someone posted it, and they were like, this is hilarious. And it was a comedian. I'll say it just because of what it was. It was Chris D'Elia. And I've liked a few things that Chris D'Elia has done, and I've seen. I'm like, cool. I watched the video, and I'm like, I don't like any of this. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I didn't, like, this is stupid. No one would actually laugh at this.
Right.
You're being a fucking shill or whatever. I'm like, no, that's not how life works.
Right.
It's like, if I chose to make a review of it, I'm like, I don't really get his stance on this. Like, as far as this joke goes, it's not something that I'm super into if I'm going to actually make a comment about it.
Yeah.
So these people that are reviewing Chappelle's, I'm just like, tell him, like, I don't like that he went in this direction. I don't like this and that. I'm like, to answer back, you're not the audience.
Yeah.
If a 10-year-old were reviewing something like Dora the Explorer, that new movie that's coming out,
Yeah.
be vastly different than if a fucking 80-year-old was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, you're not who they were aiming at.
Yeah.
As a Chappelle fan, I'm like, I like your jokes. Do I agree with them as fact? Fuck no. Not necessarily. I thought they were funny, and I thought you were bold for making the jokes.
The Michael Jackson one, it was pretty much the same joke he made like a few years ago, too.
Yeah, exactly.
I
was like, that's a funny sort of way of going at that perspective or whatever. If you were to tell me that and then use it as a like, this is why I don't believe these people that came in the documentary, and use them as fact in a non-comic, like a non-funny sort of way.
Yeah,
and I'm like, well, you're kind of.
But that's
fucked up.
It's
a joke.
But that's the brilliance of the writing of the joke too. Is that, like, he says a statement that kind of gets you like, whoa, and then, but by doing that,
Let me explain.
yes, and then he goes on, on.
That's the thing.
On a funny angle that kind of.
But either you don't understand it, you choose to not understand it, or you just
take it for what it is. It's a fucking joke.
But there's so many people out there like, I don't believe this is funny at all. It's not sensitive to these matters, and blah blah blah.
His whole LBGQ.
I love that.
Was
I
so good.
loved it so much. I saw so many memes about it too.
Yeah.
Did you see the one with Homer?
Yes.
Yeah, I love that one. Ugh.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
And I'm like, yeah, right? Like, with so many friends that I have in all of those communities, I'm like, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
If you make it some sort of comical commentary.
He's the first person.
It's not a fucking fact.
He's the first
it's
person.
a joke.
He said the word faggot really aggressively.
Yeah.
3 times in that special, on a Netflix special, on a global scale.
Yeah.
And still was able to release that special. You know what I mean? Like, that's.
I'm glad they didn't censor him, and
that's the brilliance.
I would be up in arms if they did.
That's the brilliance of his writing, is that he's explaining,
why
why he's not allowed to say that word or whatever, and then but at the same time poking fun at the industry, which is amazing.
Yeah,
because you remember that bit, right? He's like, how come I can't say faggot, but he's like,
as Dave Chappelle, he's like, I can say nigger.
Yeah. And then they're
He's
like,
like, because
you're not a gay
one
person.
of
Yeah,
those.
or whatever.
And
he's
I
like,
think he said that girl.
yeah.
He's like, you're not in that community.
Wow, not nigger
You're-
either.
Yeah, I'm not exactly. And that's the thing. And I'm like, I think it's how you say something.
Amazing.
It's how you say something. The thing is that I guess that not everyone has that sort of thing where they can differentiate it. Where I'm like,
Well, here's my thing. I always say, if you're gonna say those words, if you're gonna hit that mark, like,
yeah,
it better be a damn good joke.
yeah.
Because otherwise, you're just reaching for the shock value.
Absolutely.
But if it's worth saying, because it's
like
because
for instance, I do karaoke a lot, and I love a lot of these. I love a lot of like African American singers and R&B singers and stuff, but they use the N-word a lot. And I'm not gonna fucking use that in those. But if the joke, if I were a stand-up comic, and I've seen plenty of them who weren't black at all use that word, I'm like, yeah, it works for that.
yeah.
It doesn't work if I'm just quoting Kendrick Lamar or Childish Gambino.
Right.
I will change it intentionally.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's just not. I'm not going for that. I'm not going for it.
Yeah, and then I think that's why it gets a little murky, especially because there's an oversaturation of comics.
Yeah.
I put that in quotes. I use that word loosely. That think that oh fuck PC, fuck this, and then they just go on stage and they just say shitty things, and it's not. And I've seen it plenty of times, and they're not saying anything. They're not making a statement. They're just being assholes.
Well, because I think as an observer, I think good comics are someone making a statement in a funny way.
But I think
there's a lot of comics out there that just want to say funny things.
I think most.
And there was a thing, I don't remember who said it, but it was like there are certain people who say things in a funny way.
A comedian does things funny. A comic says funny things or something like that.
And I didn't understand that at first until I looked more into or I started to pay more attention.
I think Jerry Seinfeld said that or whatever.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, I mean, to me, it's one of the same. I mean, comic, comedian, whatever.
It's kind of not depending on how you look at it.
I don't like branding. So I think, I mean, if somebody wants to call me a comedian, okay. If somebody wants to call me a comic, I guess. Like
I've never subscribed to the fact that I could say you're a comic or a comedian, like changing him. But what I say is that I respect people who actually have something to say versus that say things funny.
Sure.
More so.
Yes. Okay. I see what you're saying. So I guess what I'm trying to say is just like, I feel like, that's what I was going to say, is I feel like most real good comics are sensitive to the matters at hand. Mm-hmm. But it's silly. Some of it is silly. And so you should be able to talk about it and talk about how you feel about it in a funny way and not have any backlash. You should be able to, I mean, as long as you can get everybody on your side to, like, in a room, like if there's 50 people laughing, 10 people laughing, 5 people laughing in a room and they're laughing at what you're saying and the way you're saying it, then, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't deny that that's not funny. Like, it's just.
Well, I mean, also, and then, like, going back to it, funny is subjective always. But it goes back to, are you the demographic that these people are trying to be funny with, or are you, like, do you just agree with them in that statement? There's people going on stage, and if you're performing, you need to know your demographic. If you're just a dude
Not really,
at a
though.
party, people agree with you or not.
I mean, that's when, I mean, the demographic thing comes after you find your fan base, but you can't find a fan base when you're on my level. I don't fucking know who my fan base is. Like, I don't have a fan base. I'm just going up there. I'm doing what I can to try and get people to listen to me.
You can understand them a little bit more.
Know your crowd, definitely know your audience a little bit. You know,
like if you're like, all right, I have a thing over here in city A or city B. The demographic in city A is different than city B. What do you think you're gonna?
Well, sure, but
appeal to more?
I guess
because you are at that sort of the level where you can at least understand that part.
Yeah,
where for different, like, the top paid people, Dave Chappelle, you're like, I could be anywhere in the world that I want to be. Where should I and who should be there?
I guess, but he can go. I mean, like, he can book anywhere anywhere in the world, and people just know because he's at a superstar level.
But
he's gonna have people.
He even
come
made
to
that
him.
joke but statement too, where it's like, you clicked on my face.
Yeah.
He knows if you're watching him, you're doing it for a reason. You're either A, fan, or B, trying to look for something
He
that...
doesn't need the industry either. Like, he doesn't have to please anybody.
Not at all.
So it's like they kind of just give him that freedom. It's nice. It's nice, and that's why I love him for actually sticking up for. I mean, for the next generation of comics, for real. Like, by the way he's sticking to his guns about everything and doubling down on all the shit that he's saying. Like, it's really making a huge statement for comedy in general, which I appreciate because he's the only person doing it. Everyone else is, Kevin Hart apologizing all the fucking time. It's like, well, not all the time, but I get it. He's at the peak of his career.
Yeah.
But Chappelle's just kind of like he's got the money. He can do whatever the fuck he wants, and he doesn't. And people love him so much, and the people who do love him are going to go see him no matter what.
Exactly. And he understands what it is he's doing. A lot more than I think a lot of people give him credit for. All right,
Anyway.
sorry, I had to burp.
My a lot of my new stuff worked out the other night. I'm pretty excited about.
Awesome. I want to see more new
I
stuff.
did a whole pretty much. I got a whole new 10 minutes.
Cool.
Just on this breakup alone.
All right. Well, let me know when you're gonna,
It was-
do
I mean,
a thing.
it was
I want
solid.
to go see you.
It was
So,
pretty solid, but
you're not doing dollar anymore, right?
no.
All right, cool. Yeah, let me know whenever you're doing a thing, and I'll go see you.
First Sunday of every month.
I s-
Route 66.
I still have a beer coin. Does it still work when you're not doing a dollar?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, it'll still work.
I don't know when I'm going back there, but
Still valid.
sick.
Yeah, I don't go anymore.
All right, moving forward. That was kind of it, except for this last thing. We didn't even finish this conversation because we had it before we started taping. Christian Bale has very essential Batman advice for Robert Pattinson. What would it be if you were a Batman who had such great success in the movie sphere and you see someone get cast?
Batarangs are sharp.
What's something you could tell someone as a great advice? And it says, oh, the same advice as I had for Ben when he became Batman. Just be able to pee by yourself. You don't feel much like a superhero when you can't take a piss by yourself. Thank you, Christian Bale. But it sparked a conversation because of the fact that I was saying, I've talked to people, and if you think about the MCU and where Tony Stark was, even in as early as Iron Man 2, where he had the suitcase suit, where he's just got the suitcase, stepped on it.
I kind of miss. Can we get into that conversation though? I kind of don't like the nanotech thing too much.
Why don't you like it?
I get that it's practical for movie, for storytelling.
It's practical for everything, but what do you mean?
Well, of course it is, but I as a fan or a moviegoer, I appreciated the seeing the actual gauntlets get thrown on. Yeah,
the cinematic view of so Iron Man 1 where it's
yeah, and he has to put them on. Yeah,
and there's all these rivets being fucking.
Even on what is it, the Avengers, the first Avengers, when he lands in Stark Tower, gets out the helicopter, and then it takes everything off of him.
Yeah, he's walking down.
He's
and
walking down and
thing.
kind of takes all the pieces off. We don't get that anymore, which I understand. There's he's got to be physically ready at all times or whatever. But so the nanotech thing kind of
Which as a movie is the smartest choice
Sure.
to go for that, especially after Black Panther, which sort of introduced something similar.
Yeah, I know, but I kind of missed that whole. I mean, with the suitcase thing and all that, that was cool as shit too.
Yeah,
and then
because even Iron Man 3.
when he presses the button in the helicopter, have you seen that?
No,
one?
but that was after. Iron Man 3 was him literally I don't really know what to do. How do I do this?
Yeah.
He's making armor that comes to him.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's in bits and pieces.
Yeah.
So, but it's still armor.
But yeah.
It's still piece by piece by
Exactly.
piece by piece. And so he's like, all right, I'm going to summon it, and it's going to fly onto me. I love Iron Man 3 because it's it makes sense of all the things that you never think of. Working out the kinks.
Yeah.
The fact that he's all right, come to me. And it's just oh shit, that almost took off my head. Oh God, it's like you have to get it perfectly. And then past Iron Man 3, I think the first one was probably Civil War, where you saw him touch the button and it's
Oh, was that the one? Yeah.
I want to say that.
And then, but then it comes in little, just in basically little sheets.
Yeah, sheets.
Yeah.
It starts working.
Yeah.
Iron Man 3 was I think a great example of it not working.
But maybe,
and then
okay,
of course after that it starts becoming nanotech, and then it's like whatever.
Maybe this is kind of just an unsaid thing, but like let's assume that now he has the vibranium tech that like Black Panther has. So that's how I would think that nanotech would work.
I think that's something I thought of too, because he didn't have nanotech prior to Black Panther,
right?
And at the end of Black Panther, spoiler, I guess, Wakanda's revealed as what it is,
right?
So I would imagine Tony Stark would be like, "Oh, cool! I want to see what this tech is like."
Right.
So he developed a nanotech thing, and that's what he had in Infinity War,
right?
And so, going back to what I was saying is Batman has never shown anything like that at all. And I was like, look at all of the games, look at all the comics, look at all of the everything. It looks like it takes Batman a long time. And then I showed you the thing where it said, even for a movie, for like Ben Affleck, it takes 25 minutes plus extra people to help him into the suit to get in the Batman suit. I'm like, this motherfucker is not ready. If something happens, he's like, give me a second. And then he runs to a room, hopefully that has a suit. And then it takes him 25 minutes, plus maybe because he's by himself, to get a fucking suit on. And even in the games, when like a new suit launches, it's like, boom, new suit. And he's like, that's the armor thing that you were talking about from like Iron Man 1. Yeah. Except less so because he doesn't have things putting it on him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's gonna take forever.
Yeah.
So going back to the advice, it's gonna.
But the cinematic,
be able to figure out how to get out of the suit.
The cinematic Iron Man. Mm-hmm. Everyone knows he's Iron Man. So that gives him the ability to be out in public and be ready for anything at any point.
Also, one of my favorite things was in Iron Man 3, where he's at a bar with Rhodey in the beginning, the very beginning. And he's like, I gotta go. And he walks out, and his Iron Man suit's parked in a parking spot, like a motorcycle. He's like, all right. And he gets in the Iron Man suit and it flies off. I'm like, that's awesome. That is exactly what I would think to do.
But like Bruce Wayne can't park the Batmobile at a bar.
but he could, if it worked in that world, he could have a nanotech something that became a Batman Beyond suit. Or a Batman suit, or anything like that.
I guess.
It's just straight up archaic armor on top of modern tech, I guess you could say. But it would take him at least 10 minutes, even in the best scenario, to put that shit on.
But that's what I'm saying is he can't take the suit out with him because when he goes out as Bruce Wayne, he's not Batman. So he'd have to go home,
go to the Batcave, or what I was saying before, in the Arkham games, he has pods, essentially, lodged, suit pods. Which makes sense, but still.
But he's already out as
Batman.
Batman.
Who's picking those pods out?
But he's already out as Batman.
No, he's not. Not always. That's what I'm saying. In the event that he's Bruce Wayne out, and granted, as Batman, the character, he's usually out there on patrol. Yeah. If he's Bruce Wayne for any sort of thing, and something happens, he's like, give me a second, and he runs away for 30 minutes. Probably.
Yeah.
As Bruce Wayne, he'd have to leave for 30 minutes.
Well, that's why in certain movies we've seen Bruce Wayne do Batman things as Bruce Wayne, but make sure they don't see him.
Yeah. It's not always a convenient thing. That's what I'm saying. So I'm just saying, as far as suiting up, Iron Man has the leg up. 100%.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. For sure.
But yes, as the new Batman, figure out your suit.
Well, we got comments. Let's read the comments.
Figure out how to pee. We have Gregory Karsh, Dave Chappelle rocks.
Bale
Batman sucked.
Okay.
I disagree
Keaton
with you on
was
that
the
one.
man.
I disagree with you on the whole Bale Batman sucks. I think it's a very different take.
I'm unemployed too. Strength and numbers.
Who's that?
That's my friend Renee.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, there you go, guys. But I disagree with that. I think Christian Bale was good. I like interpretations of things. I like these different ones. Bringing up an interpretation coming out of TIFF, the Joker movie is amazing, apparently, and it won numerous awards.
It's
with Joaquin Phoenix.
I know. the first trailer that came out just seemed really sad.
It did.
And then
And I was like, this is lame. Like this one random person has a few bad days. And he's like, I'm gonna become the Joker.
but this new trailer that they've been playing
is a lot better
before it and all that stuff. Like looks like he sort of becomes the maniacal crook that we all know. You know,
over time.
Yeah.
And I like that. I love the therapist scene. He's like, you don't listen, do you?
Yeah.
All I have are negative thoughts.
Right.
And that's just something that it honestly feels like something I'd say, to be honest.
Right.
Like, you're not doing anything.
Yeah. Well, okay. So
I'm
there's
like, you're not helping.
on that same vein. There's a scene with Ricky Gervais's character in that new show Afterlife and his therapist. And so the whole premise of this movie is he loses his wife to cancer.
Yeah.
And then, so he's basically a widow, and he decides to live his entire life like nothing matters, and I can act and speak a certain way to anybody I feel because none of this matters, and I can always kill myself if I want a reset button.
Yeah.
And so that's like, so he starts living his life that way, and he just talks shit to people, you know, who he finds are assholes or something like that, or whatever. Like, there's a scene where like he's one of those like save the earth type dudes out asking for donations and shit, and he just goes off on the guy, and then he tries to walk away, and the guy kind of guilt trips him or whatever, and he goes, don't give me that fucking guilt trip shit. And he tells him, he's like, everyone knows that you guys get paid hourly by an organization. He's like, so where the fuck is my money's not going to save the planet? It's going in your fucking pocket. And he's like, everyone knows that. He says, next time, whatever. He's like, think about that. He's like, you fucking twat. And he turns around and walks away. And then he goes, and then he sees a blind lady with like a tin can. And he goes, hey, fuckface. And he puts $10 in her tin can. He flips him off and then walks away. And it's like, that's basically how that guy is, you know? And so then, he's in his therapist, and there's scenes throughout the episodes like he's in his therapist's office, and he's like, and he goes, I don't like people who yawn loudly. He's like, it just makes me want to gouge their fucking eyes out and blah blah blah. And
You
all
hate me.
and all this stuff, and he's like, we get it, you're fucking tired. He's like, everyone's fucking tired, and he goes, I don't know, he's like, I'm feeling a little bit better. Also about, he's like, I'm just starting to realize that the world is just filled with assholes. And he's like, and he goes, well, what do you mean? And he's like, well, people who pretend to listen to you and they don't really. He goes, you're an asshole. he goes, so we're done here. I'm not going to really come back anymore. He's like, but it's fine. It's just how it is. I know it's your job, but he just kind of goes out. It's like, in his own British way, kind of like comes down on his own therapist, calling him an asshole, and like all this stuff. And
You don't give a fuck.
yeah,
But I pay you, so you listen to me.
exactly. Yeah. It's a really good show. You should watch it.
What's it called again?
It's great writing. It's called Afterlife, and it's Ricky Gervais written and produced by Ricky Gervais. And unfortunately, Netflix only did one season. But
wait, is there more somewhere, or it's a Netflix original?
No, it's a Netflix original, but they didn't renew it for another season. So there's only one season on Netflix, but it's a great show.
All right, I want to check that out. On that note, we will say goodnight to you, and we'll see you next week. My name is Garrett Lee. We're going to thank you so much for listening to Humpcast. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Humpcast.
We love you.
You can follow Ryan D at
Ryan P. Demarest, teamryanD.com. My website is down because I can't afford it right now.
But you can totally find him on Tinder and OkCupid.
I'm also on Snapchat now.
And Snapchat. Send him pictures of your boobs, and he will lick them and jizz on them, probably. My name's Garrett Lee. You can follow me everywhere at Garrett_AM Lee. Love you so much. Thank you. See you next time. Bye. Nope, not that one. Thank you. Appreciate that so much, though. Goodbye.